You read the title. Today I'm going to be discussing if digital art is okay to learn first. No, even before traditional or painter or whatever, a lot of artists say that you should learn those first before you hop into digital, as the skills would transfer. Personally, I do not think this is the case, and I actually think digital is a really good way to start learning art. I think there's two main reasons that artists don't recommend beginners learning digital first. They are the high barrier of entry of digital art and not learning the fundamentals due to digital art, and like the overwhelming nature of it basically. I think both of those points can be dismissed very easily. Let's start with the first one, the high barrier of entry to digital art. A lot of the artists you're going to be learning from and seeking advice from have been in the industry for a very long time, like 20 to 30 plus years. And back when they started, digital art was not worth it at all, I think. Judging by what I've seen, like the first drawing of Jazza video I watched, well, not the first one, but a long time ago I watched a drawing of Jazza video, about 9 years ago. Wow, it's been 9 years. But he recommended this small, for beginners, he recommended this small, like smaller than a mouse pad sized like Wacom tablet, and he's like, that's a really good beginner tablet because it's only $300. And not only on top of that, free programs like Krita didn't exist at the time, so you had to buy like or they weren't really that good, so you had to buy like a $500 Photoshop subscription on top of that. And if you weren't already a master of your craft at drawing and all of that, then that would just be a waste of money. So I think at the time it was good advice, because obviously that's a big investment to make. But now more than ever, I think the barrier of learning digital art is very, very low. For example, I'm gonna use myself as an example. The tablet I've been using for 6 years up until this day, and the speed paint you're watching in the background, that tablet was only $40, way less of investment than the $300 small Wacom tablet. And also, it's not small at all. I can put it in the description if anyone needs it, but it's a decently sized tablet that I have a lot of space to draw with. And on top of that, there are a bunch of free programs to use now. You don't need Photoshop anymore. You can have Krita, Fire Alpaca, and if you're on mobile, there's Ibis Paint. I'm not endorsing this, but you could crack programs if you even want. Like, there's so many ways to get into digital art now that like it's fine. There's no big barrier of entry anymore, so it won't be a waste of money, or it won't be even a big investment anymore. And another benefit of digital art is it's actually a lower barrier to entry than regular art sometimes, because let's say you want a painterly style or you want to be a painter. Actual paints are very expensive, especially high quality ones, and this results in numerous downfalls. For example, if a person can't afford it, they won't, or it's not in their budget, they won't even try it. Second of all, even if it is, they'll use small amounts of paint in an effort to try and save it, which will just mess up their art. And also you're going to want to fail less, and you're going to start overcomplicating your pieces and trying to go for perfectionism for each one, because you only have a certain amount of tries. Whereas in digital, you have as many tries as you need, you can practice as much as you want, and there's no limit to how many times you can fail, which, as I've talked about in previous videos, will help you grow as an artist. If you want to learn more about that, check out those previous videos. I think another reason that a lot of artists also don't recommend digital art is because of fundamentals. Since digital art has so many options, it can overwhelm you with all the colors available, all the brushes you can buy, or all the settings you can tweak to make this cool stuff, like, oh, color dodge, oh my god. And it can be indeed a little bit harder with digital art to learn fundamentals, because a lot of people are so focused and caught up on rendering, even me, that we forget fundamentals exist, because it's so fun to render. You have so many brushes and settings, like I just said before. But if you just focus on fundamentals every once in a while, like any other type of art, you will grow. I actually do see this as a problem though, because a lot of people do skip fundamentals. So let me outline some key fundamentals I see a lot of artists struggling with that I don't think they know they struggle with. Like artists that are in digital art or went to digital art first. One of them being proportion. I think it's really hard to gauge proportion based off canvas size. A way to fix this is don't really zoom in, just keep one consistent canvas size and make it a little bit smaller, not 100%, like let's say 60%, and focus all your references like that. Only go in for really fine details when you're done, like basically almost done the piece. And another one being marksmanship. A lot of artists that are digital only struggle with marksmanship, which basically means line control, line quality. Can you make like a straight line across? And to fix that, I'm pretty sure you just need to, and this can be difficult to overcome because you can just make like really sketchy lines and then erase around them That's a problem a lot of beginners I've seen fall into, and again can be a detriment if you're starting with digital art. But again, to overcome that, a lot of YouTube videos mention it now and mention how to get around it. So specifically search up marksmanship tutorials or practices. Drawbox is one. Procreate has some good videos on it. It's very easy to overcome stuff because a lot of stuff is free now. YouTube is free, tutorials are free. So that's another high entry barrier reason just dispelled. But I also think this can be related to a case of like, oh, to draw anime you must draw realism, and I don't think that's true personally. I think you just don't need to draw the style you need to draw in. Whatever you want to draw, you have to emulate that and emulate artists that do it. But that's a different topic for a different day. But it does relate to style, and a lot of artists also do say with fundamentals comes style. Like after you've practiced your fundamentals, the style comes on. And again, I've just dispelled it's easy to learn fundamentals in digital art, especially because you can erase canvases and never show anyone. Whereas in physical paper, there might be a chance someone could take a look at it when you don't want them to. So yeah, that's the video. Don't let anyone tell you any form of art is bad. You can start with a pencil and paper if that's the only thing you can do. Don't let anyone tell you that you have to start this way in art. You can't learn this first. You have to start with this. Art is a journey. Learn your own way. Grow your own way. And yeah, just take tips from artists, but don't take them all with a grain of salt. Don't take them too seriously. Anyways, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Leave your opinion in the comments if you want. If you don't, maybe like the video. I have an Instagram where I draw and post every day. Yeah, follow there if you want to see more of my art and see me grow as an artist. Peace.